as a real estate investor, you're not always going to have a good day. A lot of times there's tenants that get on your nerves and you get on their nerves at times. You always come out to be the bad guy. The landlord's kicking me out, and they won't let me do this, won't let me do that, can't have this animal, I can't do this. So landlords tend to get the short end of the stick there. And, I know tenants have their reasons for some landlords too. I know there are slumlords out there. They give landlords a bad name. But every once in a while you have a tenant that that says something, makes you actually feel good, makes you glad that you've chosen this line of work or investing, makes you glad that, makes you feel like you're actually making a difference. So I've got this one tenant that he's been in there over 4 years now, I think. During that time, he ended up getting married, and you know what happened soon after that. There's a little one on the way, and they told me about this last fall, actually, when I was doing a property inspection. They said they were looking for a larger place, and the crazy thing is I had just rented out a 3-bedroom like 2 blocks away from where they're at. I just signed the lease like 2 or 3 days before that. So I would have held that for them if I'd have known a little bit sooner they were looking for a bigger place. But what made me feel good is they said they'd wait. So it's like, usually, I mean, there's not much of a connection between the landlord and tenants. Whenever it's time to pick up and go, you pick up and go. You need a bigger place, you go find a bigger place. So I felt good knowing that these tenants wanted to wait. And I just, here it is, next spring here, almost in the summer, and I have a place that's available that is larger, that they're really excited about taking a look at it once the tenant moves out. She just put in her notice that she's going to be out by the end of this month. It's over in West Akron, so it's actually perfect for them because I think he works there on the east side and she works in Barberton, so it's kind of right in the middle for both of them, and it's going to work out well, hopefully. So I'm not sure I'm probably going to have to go in there and refresh the place. It was painted a year ago. No, it was painted a little over a year ago. But I use the same paint scheme, Saxon Gray. I get that at Lowe's, so I can just go in there and roll a light coat on, and the place looks new again. So I'll probably end up doing that. I'll look and see if there's any other damages that the current tenant now has done. You never know till you get in there. I mean, I do inspections once a year, usually in the fall, and this tenant, she was messy when I went in there last fall, but I didn't see any obvious damage. But again, you don't know till you get in there and look at a place when the property's turned over, and you do the walkthrough. I do a video of all the properties that get turned over. That way I have just record for myself, but I have proof if they did damages. You need some kind of proof to take that money out of their security deposit. So this is one thing I do. Whenever I do a property turnover, I go through with my camera and I scan the whole area, record the whole area, and then store that video in my the folder for that property. So anyway, I hope that this works out for them, and looking forward to, actually I'm looking forward to getting into the property that they were in, that they're in now, and doing a rehab on that property. It's a 2-bedroom bungalow, I think that's what that design's called, with the upper, it's kind of like an attic above the first floor. It's not really a bedroom, but you can go in there and refinish. What I'm thinking of doing is refinishing that attic area, put some electrical receptacles up there and some lights. Right now, I think there's one light. so you can see. But I'm thinking of refinishing that so it could be like a little computer room or something, or maybe a romp room for maybe a kid's room or something like that for play. And that would add some value to that property. Even though I know they took care of it, I'm probably going to repaint in there anyway. It's been like 4 years, so probably could use a painting. If you're interested in wanting to find out what kind of a cash flow return you could get on a property in Akron, Ohio, take a look at this video right here. This is a property that I rehabbed a little over a year ago, and it's in South Akron. Have a tenant in there, and she's paying regularly. And this property is cash flowing. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but I have those numbers listed in that video. So again, if you got any value from this video, please give it that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and that way you won't miss any other videos from the Compulsive Investor.